Hey guys, Maya here. So I just finished To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. Um, yeah, it was good. At the beginning I didn't really like her writing style. This is the first book by Jenny Han that I've ever read, but I didn't really like how she was writing because she was making the character Laura Jean seem really young, and I didn't particularly like that. But I mean, it is what it is. Um, and also throughout the book, I felt like the character grew older, I guess, or more mature. So I liked that part about it. Um, but all together, I think it was a good book. It was really cute. If you're ever in a slump, I definitely suggest that you read this book. It was so cute. Oh my gosh, I loved the story, and I loved the how Peter and Laura Jean were. They were the love interests of the story. But yeah, so altogether it was a really cute story, and it was really good. And I finished this. I started it a couple days ago, and I had barely read any of it. And then yesterday, all day, I just read the entire book. It was good. I keep saying that. I'm sorry, but so I guess I've never done one of these before. I so yeah, but I'm just gonna tell you what it was about. So it's about this girl who, her name's Laura Jean, and her mom passed away when she was young, and the last thing that she got from her mom, like, for herself, just for her, because her and her sister Margaret, I honestly don't know how to pronounce her sister's name, but her and her sister shared everything when they were younger, and then they had their sister Catherine, but they call her Kitty. But so they would share things. So every time that Margaret would get a dress, Laura Jean would get a dress. So this hat box was particularly special to Laura Jean because it was just hers and hers alone. She didn't have to share it with Margaret. She didn't have to share it with Kitty. She didn't have to share it with anyone. It was just hers. And it was the last thing that her mom gave to her. And so she used that hat box for love letters. But they weren't really love letters because they were letters concluding her crushes, I guess. So if she, for example, so her brother, bunch of spoilers by the way. Not her brother, she doesn't have a brother. Her sister started dating Josh, which was one of the boys that she was in love with. And it was alright, well, I can't like him anymore. So she sat down and wrote a love letter to him saying all the things that she liked about him and blah blah blah, and now I don't love you anymore. And it was just kind of her conclusion to that part of their relationship. And I thought that was really cool because it wasn't oh my gosh, I love you. It's not I'm professing my love to you. I'm telling you I love you, but now I'm done. And I think, excuse me. I think that's really cool. And then, so that was only one of the boys, and there were five in total, and one of them was Peter, and oh my gosh, I really do like Peter. Okay, so I really liked Peter, but he's kind of a jerk. And once Laura Jean starts hanging out with him and whatever, he doesn't really change that much until like the last 50 pages, and then he like professes his like, well, he doesn't love her, at least not yet. There's gonna be a second book, so I'm really excited for that. But he doesn't like, he professes his liking to her, and she's like, what? Like, oh my gosh. So that happens, and then this whole fight starts, and it's just like, oh, I hate how it ended. I hate